Okay, this is Peasant Productions presenting the math of ESP, why it works even if you don't believe in it. We're discussing the issue of imaging and going to try and put this in kind of a fun way of looking at it. I'm aware that not everybody has seen Star Trek. Not everyone is aware of what the replicator is or a holodeck is, but the basic theory is it's a computer, and it takes energy and turns it into solid matter. Now, I discussed this earlier, where if you want an apple, the A, and you're going to make another apple, okay, the same thing with the cup, okay. You want an exact duplicate of this cup, you have to put the exact information of what this cup is, including any cracks or breaks or scratches, whatever, into that computer data program, okay? It is going to read that line for line, bit for bit, and produce that exact thing, okay? The holodeck, same sort of thing. If you want to see a recreation of some kind of scene, you have to put everything into it. You have to put the air, the mountains, the city, the car, the horses, you know, whatever you wanted for a scene. If you're having sex with the most wonderfulest lover, Jordy was their really good holodeck programmer. He could make people really real and program these people to react with with synthetic feeling and stuff. You have to write it all in. Okay, well, if you stop and realize that your brain up here is nothing more than a computer, okay. That's why we build computers. That's why people run around saying, oh, computers are so smart. Ah, hell, they ain't nothing compared to what you got here. A supercomputer might be able to do one thing really, really freaking good. But it's like the difference between an idiosolvent, which is somebody that mentally hasn't got much going on, but they're just snap quick with like math or certain data and stuff like that. They got one thing they can do really good. You look at somebody like Einstein. He was really good in mathematics. How was he in the rest of his life? What else did he do? Okay. Intelligence is the ability to handle a whole lot of data in a whole lot of fields, in a whole lot of things. Tesla did more than one thing. That's why those that are in the intelligence levels understand that Tesla is one of the premier brains that ever existed. Da Vinci, premier brain. Okay? And that's why even I can get a little egotistical and say that, yeah, I'm a very, very intelligent person. I have a track record of walking into 7 different fields of employment in human abilities and being damn near cutting edge on every one of them. Not cutting edge in just one, 7. Producing top of the line, well-focused, properly orientated, know where the field is going in 7 different kinds of industries. Automotive, boats, legal, construction, computers, internet, you name it. And yes, internet and computers are 2 different things, okay? Internet is information structure, okay? It is run on computers. But it is people who put the data in, it is people who facilitate being able to get data around. It's the United States government and other world governments that want to limit that, so you don't know how to learn, you don't know what to see. You destroy the imaging. Now, if you stop and think about it, okay, I'm going to hold these up. Okay, these are my meditation beads. They belong to no religion. They are, you know, supposed to be seeds from a Bodhi tree, okay? When you meditate, you focus on a variety of things. If you're here in Western civilization, it's, you know, like, oh, you got to have a clear mind and you think of nothing, okay? Buddhism, you own, things like that. The thing is that you're creating a mental image in your head. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm 59 years old. I cannot even begin to count the times that I have heard somebody say, you can't fight the government. You can't change the world. You can't make a difference because you're only one person. You can't this, you can't that. Don't try because it isn't worth it. In the 1970s, as the CIA and FBI were working hard to make the peace movement a vile, disgusting thing, they were infiltrating and making certain that drugs were getting passed out everywhere, and that the drug issue was the main thing that the media was presenting. Not that these people were getting along together, that different people of different color, men and women, children, were all acting as equals. No, 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 no. The peace movement was about drugs and sex and flopping around in mud and looking dirty and being stinky, evil beings. 100% CIA, FBI, government-enforced belief. Brought to you by the major news medias, which make money off of somebody paying them what to advertise. Whether they advertise it as news or they advertise it as a pretty car doesn't matter. So, the bands that wanted to be somebody started catering to that. And by the 1980s, of course, everything is extremely drug-orientated and materialism-orientated to the point where Madonna even gets up there and does a song about how she's the material girl, she just wants her material stuff. Okay, Madonna, pretty good singer, but you know, nobody stopped to really think about material girl being an absolute slam on the idea that everybody was more interested in pimping themselves and looking proper. So you are extremely subjected to anti-doing stuff campaigns. Don't try, don't think, don't be there, don't make a difference. And this goes so far and wide and deep that if you stop and think about how many groups there are, organizations there are, that are out, save the whale, save the dolphin, save the guppy, you know, save the banana slug, you know. They all work for themselves because they're all after money. Prestige. If they, for 1 year, all work together to save the planet, if all of those members work together to save the planet, if the single image presented by all of those people interested in survival as a species work together to create an image of survival of the species, imagine the power. Granted, no one person could get up there and stand there and wave their, I'm the best. Because you'd all be equals. You'd all look at the same things. You'd all consider what's going on. Think of how many people are like Donald Trump running around saying, don't look at anything but what I tell you. The average abusive person, and I have rescued a bunch of people out of abuse, including myself. The average abusive person's comment, don't tell anybody what I said. Tell them what I tell you to tell them. Don't look at what's over there behind the door because I don't want you to see. I want you to only listen to me. What's Donald Trump say? That doesn't exist. We're going to wipe it away because it's fake news. And yeah, not only are the Donald Trump supporters saying that now, but the anti-Donald Trump people are running around screaming, don't look at the data from Donald Trump. We don't want to know what he's saying. You have to know what he's saying because you have to apply the correct image. But the average person in America especially doesn't want to do that because they have since basically the 1970s been taught to believe that a good human being is always happy, is always feeling good, is always entertained, is always high on something. You may not be high on drugs, legal or illegal. You may not be high on alcohol, but a huge portion of you are high on TV. Look at the fact that, 100,000 people can show up for a football team winning a game or a baseball team for winning the series. But a protest against something like BP killing your entire Gulf Oceans, your Gulf of Mexico, destroying your ocean ecosystem. Gee, you're lucky if you get 5,000 people that give a shit about their lives. How many children go to school and get told to shut? Don't question authority. Why not? Why shouldn't you question what's going on? The gods don't care if I go, hey, what the fuck is this? They may not give me a real direct answer. They might make me go look and see. They might make me work my butt off to fix things or change things or study stuff or whatever. But that's life. You're learning. I'm learning. But the gods aren't like those governments and those churches that want to kill you and imprison you and condemn you because you question, because you look, because you think. So proper imaging is up here in the mind that, yeah, I can make a difference because I'm trying to make a difference. So look at what you say, look at how much you listen to that tells you never to try, and then stop and think about the fact that you just wanted a miracle to cure Aunt Betsy of her cancer. But you have been for so long told that only a priest, for some reason, only a priest can make miracles happen. And only if you belong to that church can that priest make a miracle happen for you. You want a miracle to happen? A, believe in it. Believe a miracle is possible. B, reach out to the spirits. They're the ones that are going to help you do it. Not some stupid nerd, or not even a nerd, some stupid, brain dead person that's inside of a box of rocks that glorifies an idea of a religion. A building is somehow greater than the world around you that was made by the gods and spirits. So think about it. Put your head in the right place. Put your thought patterns in the right place. And as the song said back in the 60s, teach your children well. Because they were the future. Right now you need a miracle, or you don't have a future.